We are here in Hamilton, outside of Rosedale Arena, chatting with Tim Wilson, and there's going to be a new hockey team in this rink in the very near future. Tim has the official announcement. Tim, tell us what's going on.
Darren, we got a senior AA team coming to town for Hamilton, and it's going to complement our family of the Dundas Blues and the Hamilton Kilty Bees, and it's a place for 21 to 28-year-olds to play and continue their career outside of just being banished to beer league.
You are the owner of the Kilty Bees in the GOJHL, as well as Dundas, who you mentioned there, in the PJHL. What kind of synergy do you think this can create between the three teams that you're the owner of?
It's a great question, and as you know, Darren, they start in either Junior B or Junior C.
Yep.
The Junior Cs are going to complement the Kilty Bees. We're calling directly up from the Junior Cs, keeping them in the family. And then when they're finished with the age out after 20 years old in Junior B, they got a chance to try out for the senior AA team. So we keep them in Hamilton, keep them at home, and support our city and our fans and our sponsors.
So before I continue, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering what's going on exactly behind us. So I'll let you kind of take it here for a minute.
Well, these guys are here supporting me because we have an announcement on the team name. And if it's okay, boys, I'd like to tell them the name. It's called the Hamilton Henchmen.
The Hamilton Henchmen is the newest franchise in the OHA Graduate League, along with the Paris Mounties and Todd Wood, who announced here on 519 late last week. What did you like about this opportunity, and what do you like most about this league, Tim?
You know what, man? It's like I said, it's going to be keeping the boys in town, keep them in their beds, whether they're students or they're starting a career and job. They're not playing beer league hockey. They'll be playing organized hockey with half shields or full cages, whatever they want, full contact. Hockey Canada rules, Hockey Canada support, OHA support. It's just one step and one more level for them to stay home and play.
Here's what I've heard over the last couple of weeks is that parity right away is going to happen in this league because of the player allotment concept. You've got a certain number of players who can be Junior A, Junior B, Junior C, OHL, NCAA as well. Do you like that concept, and do you agree that that's going to create parity right away so that no team is left behind?
Absolutely. We're going to have a fair and a parity-driven model that will definitely keep all teams even. On an even playing field, and it's going to be there's not going to be anybody running away with any championships. It's going to be hardcore battling for sure.
What can players expect from this new team, the Hamilton Henchmen? We just announced it here on 519 with the guys behind us. What can the players expect from you as the owner of the team and from the organization?
You know what? I think the level of play is going to be as good, if not better, than what we're used to with the Hamilton Kilty Bees and the Dundas Blues, because they are a more mature group of guys,
right,
and more experienced for sure. We'll have guys from the CIS, U Sport.
Yep.
So we'll have some major juniors, and then we're going to have the graduates that didn't quite make it to that level. So there will be caps on how many players we can get have played major junior hockey, and it's going to be fast, hard hitting. I'm sure there'll be a couple tussles with the half shields, and we are bringing the half shields back next season in the GOJHL, as you've heard, and so it's going to be good. It's going to be good, fun, and great for the crowd. And at Rosedale here behind us, I think we house 500, 600 seats.
Nice. And that's what I want to ask you about next. It's just the fan experience, right? You want to make it unique. You want to have different contests. You want to be engaged with the community. That's what makes junior hockey work, or this G League team potentially work. Speak to the people of Hamilton and what they can expect from a fan point of view.
You know what? It's going to be grassroots, obviously, but we're going to try and keep the same model going in Dundas and in the Kilty Bees, and bring it right to Rosedale. So we're going to work on getting a mascot, volunteers. There'll be a small ticket price to get in. I don't know what that is at this time, but it'll be fun. Music between whistles. We do some lasers and smoke. I have to check with the city and stuff and see if that's okay at this little rink, But,
might not be a bad idea to check on that,
That's right. But we really engage the crowd.
Right.
T-shirt tosses, contests, season ticket holder prizes and stuff like that. And we're looking for sponsors, and we will be looking for season ticket holders.
What are the next steps? Right now, we're announcing it here today, but obviously you got to get a coach in place, and you got to start recruiting players and really get the ball rolling, because it is coming really, really quickly. we're starting this fall with this league. And the one thing I also want to mention too quickly, no pro players are allowed to play in this league. We did mention it there with the player allotment piece, so I want to make sure that we get that in there. But what are the next steps? Because it's going to come fast. You're going to wake up, Tim, and it's going to be September.
Absolutely. Well, they're planning on dropping the puck in October, so we are going to work on getting a coach. My GM with the Kilty Bees, Brian Rosetto, he'll be, and Steve Agler from the Dundas Blues will be helping me in selecting a coach. Probably be a coach GM because we're only looking at one game a week and one practice, hour and a half practice a week to start. So we'll start actively looking next week for a coach / GM.
Well, I've got you here. I quickly just want to ask you about the GOJHL campaign to be reclassified as a Junior A league. That campaign ending the other day, but you got tons of signatures, over 4,000 signatures. How do you feel the campaign went, and what are the next steps with that as you guys continue to kind of pursue that notion? You're the owner of the Kilty Bees, and you'd like to see that the GOJHL across all 3 conferences become Junior A.
Well, it's I'm glad you brought that up because the momentum and the traction that our movement has made is incredible. We've got mayors, MPPs, former NHL players, former OUA players, former NCAA players. Everybody is chiming in, and it's wonderful to see, and it's long overdue. I understand where the OHA is coming from. They don't want to get into the political game amongst their members of the association, but honestly, it's time to step up, and we're the biggest gap. That is, if you look at the map, it's the biggest hole in the map that doesn't have Junior A, with the second largest population of hockey players in all of Canada. So it's time, really. Keep these boys home and playing in their own cities.
Do you have a positive feeling after all of this that this is something that's actually possible?
I really do. I have a good feeling. I think the time is now, and it couldn't be better, honestly.
We should let these guys behind us go because they've just been hanging out there. But we want to once again tell you that they are here because they are the Henchmen, and this is the new franchise in the Ontario Hockey Association Graduate League. It is the Hamilton Henchmen starting this fall. Appreciate the time, Tim, and look forward to connecting with you in the future here as we help promote the G League as well as the Kilty Bees and the Dundas Blues.
Outstanding. Thanks so much, Darren.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.